day view. I'm not told that I'm born to leave and step behind all the things people do as if it's all of mine. Now I want, and isn't it funny to have a walk in sunlight? Then I get them out of my mind. Then all the things I used to do ain't gonna.
Hello, time for another adventure. Woo! Alright, so I am in Tampa, Florida, and I'm gonna go check out Clearwater and St. Petersburg, check out their beaches. It's literally just explore beaches with me type of day. So hopefully this will be very relaxing. But I'm excited. I lived in Florida most of my life, and I don't think I've been to Clearwater, but I mean, I've seen pictures and it looks beautiful. The water literally looks clear. But yeah, so this will be a good day. We're just gonna chill out, have fun together. A little relaxation day. Let's do this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet, but I love to journal. I think it is the perfect way to understand my own thoughts and to process everything and to kind of do, like, for me, I call them mind dumps, where it's like I feel like there's so much on my mind I need to get it out. So anyways, I wanted to share a recent journal entry I wrote about comfort zones, because I feel like it's always just a good reminder. So your comfort zone may be the roadblock on your journey from dreams to success. A lot of times we enjoy basking in our comfort zone. We indulge in the beauty of familiarity. But life begins once we break free from the shackles we tie ourselves to. When we push ourselves and expand what we thought were limitations, we grow. So take a leap of faith and leave your comfort zone to create a new one, and then leave that one, and so on and so forth. You only get one life to live. May you indulge in every last opportunity. And I'm always going to remind you that you only get one life to live and to make the most out of it, because I feel like I always need that reminder. So, yeah, as always, make the most out of this one life we're given. Okay, so we're having a good day so far. I just ate at a place called Cafe Soleil. It was super cute, like a beach town cafe. So cute. Everyone was really nice. The food was yummy. I got a egg, sausage, Munster cheese croissant, which was yummy, and a coffee and an orangini. So it's been good. Now I'm gonna go explore more beach. That's it. Just beach, beach, beach. So yeah, stick around. Stick around, my friends. Okay, so it's about 20 miles between St. Petersburg and Clearwater, and they're both about 20 miles from Tampa. But as you drive from St. Petersburg to Clearwater, you can do it based off of, like, the coast. And so what I would do is I was driving, and then I see little side roads, and so I'd pull off, and then you could park usually, and then you just walk to the beach. So I did that a lot. My favorite little side road, I think, was off of this one area called Treasure Island, and it was beautiful, some greenery, and it's just like, it was perfect. I went on a Wednesday, so there wasn't that many cars, and so yeah, the sand was so soft. It felt like you could fall asleep on it. I didn't even actually have a towel. I didn't pack properly, so I just sat on the sand, but it was so, like, soft and fluffy. So that was cool. And then it's always been my thing to watch sunsets. I love watching sunsets and sunrises, especially at beaches. And for me, I feel like sunsets are reminders that, like, tomorrow's a new day. You know, it's kind of that whole ending of the day, sun goes down, but the sun will be back tomorrow type of thing, and like everything will be all right. And it's kind of that reminder that like time is so precious, and it's a moment for me to pause and just appreciate the beauty around me. I feel like I get lost in the waves. My mom and I were talking about how, if you think about it, especially with sunrises, some people will wake up and it will be the best day of their life and they don't even know it yet. And some people will have life-changing moments, and some people will have a new baby. Like, we're such a small part in this very, very big world, and it puts so much into perspective, and it a lot of times allows us to view and realize how small our quote-unquote problems are sometimes. So yeah, that's just a little bit of what I think about during sunrises and sunsets. To my beautiful mom.
To my beautiful Ricky. My best buddy.
Best friends forever.
Best friends forever.
Like a yuzu butter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a sweet potato. As y'all know, I love a good coffee shop. I love a good local coffee shop. And there was one that was probably like a mile from our hotel called Gingerbeard Coffee. And it had great reviews. And so I wanted to check it out. And it did not disappoint. We got to meet Josh, who was one of the founders. And he was so warm and welcoming. It's basically in this space that used to be a bar, so they have a lot of their it's like, it feels like a bar when you walk in. It feels like a local bar, but you feel so welcome. So like, we sat at the bar and Josh was letting us try like some of their nitro cold brew, and then I ended up getting a dirty chai, and it was amazing. It's so smooth. And then he also let me try their fall seasonal nitro cold brew, and it had cardamom and like cinnamon, and it tasted amazing. But what I really loved is that local feel. Like, I don't drink, so I don't really go to bars. But I felt like even though it was my first time there, like we were part of their family. And I loved that. And Josh was so nice, and he even gave me a sticker. So if you're ever in the Tampa area, I highly recommend Ginger Beard Coffee. Hello and welcome back. Thank you for watching. I am currently in Tampa, getting ready to leave, but it's been a whirlwind of a trip. The first day I got to literally witness right in front of me a proposal. This guy and his girlfriend came over, and the guy asked for a picture, and I was like, yeah, of course. And so I took a picture of them like in front of the beach. And then when I'm turning the phone back to the girl, the guy gets on one knee and he's like, will you marry me? And she's like, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I quickly take the phone back and I start recording the video. And it was just so sweet. And she was in shock. And she's like, really? And I was kind of like, really? Like, this is amazing. Anyways, love. Congratulations to that happy couple. It's awesome. Yeah, and then I watched the sunset at the beach, and it was beautiful. And then I go to turn in my car at I rented a car from the airport, and I turn it back in. And in the airport, Tampa's airport's pretty big, and it's actually really pretty. But where you turn your car, and it's a little bit distant from the airport itself, and it's a little bit deserted for the most part. So where you turn your car in to where you go pick up an Uber is a little bit of a hike. It's a few escalators down, a little bit of a walk. Nothing crazy, but I was on the escalator down, and then there was this girl who was there, and she just kind of wasn't really looking like she was walking with intention anywhere, but she kept following me. And at first I didn't think anything of it. But again, it's deserted. It's just her and I, and she kept a healthy distance, but was still I would slow down, she would slow down, I would speed up, she would speed up. So it was just a little odd. And you know how you kind of get that gut feeling where you're like, something's just a little bit off. That's what kind of happened with me. And so my Uber was 5 minutes out, but I was like, okay, well, let me just stay inside and not go outside until the Uber's here. And so I get to the bottom of it, and I just kind of sit down, and then the girl happens to conveniently also just sit down and kind of walk around me and sit down, and it was just weird. And so I felt very off. And then as soon as my Uber was a minute out, I just bolt for the door. And luckily, right there was a police car just kind of chilling. And then on my left-hand side, there was another car that was just kind of very, there, lights on, distant, but just there. And then I look back, and the girl's standing at the door, and I'm like, this is so weird. And then the Uber guy comes, and I, hop in the car real fast, and I just felt like it was odd. And I think it was just that gut feeling where you're something feels weird, and the way she was kind of acting felt like she didn't have a purpose for being there, but it felt like she was there. She wasn't walking anywhere she meant, with an intention, if that makes sense. Anyways, I don't know what that incident was, but I just want to use this as a reminder to stay vigilant. We live in some crazy times, and you don't know what people's intentions are, and I think it's better to err on the side of caution, and it could have just been a fluke. I don't know, but I don't want to know, if that makes sense. And anyways, I felt off about it. I told my mom, and then I look up just trafficking in Tampa, and Tampa happens to be one of the biggest trafficking in, I think, Florida, and then Florida is the top 3 trafficking states. And I just felt I just want to use this as a reminder to stay very aware of your surroundings. Try not to look at your phone. Try to make sure you know who's where. Try to make sure you notice if people are following you, or if they seem like they're not really up to anything good. So yeah, that's just my reminder. I hope this, helps somebody. But anyways, I want to always leave you guys better than you came, and so I think this week my message is just to check in on your friends, to treat people not how they treat you, but treat people how you want to be remembered. Again, this world is kind of crazy right now, and I think we need kindness more than anything. Okay, one other reminder. I think it's really important. Me and my family, my mom had us do this like activity when we were together, and it's basically giving people their flowers while they're still here. And I think it's something everyone should implement because it's so beautiful to hear how people perceive you, but also how you and share how grateful you are for other people. And so if you're with your friends or family this week, maybe try to include that into your activities, because I think that it's so beautiful. And again, we do wait for people to pass away and go to their funeral and share what they mean, but we can do that same thing while they're still here. So I encourage you to do that. Yeah. So be kind, check in on your friends, and let them know you care about them. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next week.